Do-loo-loo-loo. So let's start on our back foam roller along the spine. So grab your 36-inch foam roller and you just kind of climb on there. And then in a seated position, you're going to scoot all the way down. So open your feet, little hip width, mat width apart. And then you're just going to walk yourself down. Loop. Feel like your way up. Who knows? Let's see. I'm going to lower the screen. When the foam roller is on your back, I love it because you can feel your entire spine. Yeah? Your brain can map out where your body is in space. So you can feel right now, feel where your feet are. You can wiggle your toes. You just noticing. We're expanding our inventory. Allowing those neural pathways to connect. This is where we get that beautiful place of embodiment. Wiggle your toes and let those feet be heavy on the mat. In my mind's eye, I can imagine my leg. It's like you're taking an elevator ride up or shining a flashlight. Imagine your knees and your quads all the way up to your hip bones. You can put your hands on your hip bones. Nice little feedback there. You feel those bones. Pelvis. So great. We got that sacrum behind you, making contact with the foam roller, and then your hands on each hip. There's your pelvis, three-dimensional. Amazing. Let your hips be heavy. Soften your pelvic floor. If that's hard to find, you can tighten and kegel and then release. Just checking in, allowing the body to soften and melt. I can feel that space above my sacrum. Your low back there has a nice little curve if it does. It might be making contact with the foam roller. It might not be. Notice that, but let your low back be heavy, sinking to that foam roller. And above that, imagine your spine like a string of beads. There's your thoracic, space between your shoulder blades. All the way up, there's your cervical spine, again, like the lumbar, often not touching the foam roller. And then the back of your head. And from there, I like to tuck my chin. I just imagine lengthening the cervical spine. And then I let it go. And I open my arms in a T, palms up. We're going to add some shoulder work to this technique today, but let us just hang here and notice, allowing the front of our chest to open up. If you need to, you can always put a pillow or a bolster under your arm there, and that would decrease that intensity. It's a lot of stretch in the shoulder or pec. We can feel a little edgy sometimes, but we just wait. We don't ever go past our edge. We're making friends with our nervous system so we can get out of fight or flight and ease back into, what are we easing into? Grace. Parasympathetic, and that just looks like rest and digest. Relax a little bit and enjoy our weekend. Notice your breath. Breathe and expand from the inside out, right in that chest wall by the collarbones, wherever you might feel a little tightness or an area that we don't think about a lot. Just give it a little of attention just by noticing it. Soften your jaw. Let yourself be heavy on that foam roller. And imagine your shoulders. I'm going to grab my foam roller. Oh, so sorry. This is the bolster. A big pillow. You can put it above your head at an angle. Imagine that one arm or two arms. Let's just see. That's kind of fun. Let's do one arm up and one arm down. That arm up could be in the side. My shoulder, my goodness. I don't even need a pillow. Good job, shoulder. So we can have it up on a pillow like this. Just look for any angle where you might feel it in the pec here, in the chest, or in the arm. You've got your superhero suit, right? Nice long, all connected down to the fingers, that fascial system. And then when your arm is in a good spot, feels like you can hang there without going past your edge. You can add a little ear to shoulder or a little rotation looking away from that shoulder. And I do not get a lot of space there. It's pretty tight in a okay way. We've got it kind of stretching from both ends here. Again, this long arm, I've got mine like it. My head was 12 o'clock. Mine's like at 10:30. Well, just find a beautiful angle that is good for you. And then add a little bit of the neck piece. And again, my arm is a little higher than normal. And my attention is on that arm and shoulder as opposed to just trying to get my neck to move around there. And extending the neck, mine went kind of ear to shoulder, and I got a great stretch in that pec and arm. Soften your hips, heavy feet. Soften the pelvic floor. Just a little bit more on this side. We're letting time do the work. Allowing the fascia to soften and melt, regaining that elasticity, decreasing that pressure on those pain-sensitive structures like your carpal tunnel. And as you think about moving, we're going to switch sides. That long arm, I bend that elbow, put my hand on top of my head, and slide it center. And we're going to do the other side. Again, you can put your bolster over there if you want to use it. Again, I had mine just kind of hanging. Find your one spot that you like. Get your arm at a nice angle, and then you can add the head. You can just stay here, but I'm going to try a little ear and shoulder, exaggerating that stretch that I feel down the arm. Just find a good spot, supported by the foam roller. You can really just let go, and then allow the fascia to lengthen, melt. Bringing our attention to wherever you feel the stretch. It's great. This feels amazing. I feel this stretching down into my forearm. Shazam. Thumb. Whoop. Good stuff. You get a little slack, you just take out the slack without bouncing. Just lean into that edge. And breathe and expand and melt. That last little bit here. Imagine before you do, you're going to bend that arm that's outstretched. You bend that elbow, that hand on top of the head. Just put your head back on the foam roller and sweet to yourself. And then just allowing your body to roll to the side. You just can hang on your side for a minute, checking in with your body.